Smarterfan.
Hey everybody, welcome to another segment of Smarterfan podcast where we bring you behind the veil of sports, business, and life. I'm Joe, this is Barry. What's going on, Barry?
Whole lot going on. Everybody excited about the finals. Is the Knicks gonna make it? Is the Spurs unconquerable? Is OKC the next dynasty? Whole lot going on, Joe. Whole lot going on.
Oh
Hold
yeah, oh yeah, you know that.
on. How you
So
doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, the wife's
Good,
coming
good,
along.
good, good. She back breakdancing?
No, but she said that PT is killing her. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Tell her to take the pain now so she won't have any pain later.
Yeah, well, that's the
That's the
goal.
secret.
That's
Yeah.
the goal. So before we start, I just want to give a shout out to our friends in France and
Mm.
Germany.
Oh, okay. Frenchie in Germany. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
A
So,
little strudel and a little croissants. That's what's up.
yeah, and a little schnitzel in there. So, but anyway, tonight I'm going to talk about Brad Park.
Oh.
Yeah. So now he grew up in Scarborough, Ontario, and his father was a youth hockey referee and coach.
Mm.
So him and his father would sit at the kitchen table and they would strategize defense plays. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
now as a youngster, he played against older kids, and now that kind of toughened him up. You know, and made him
Mm-hmm.
much stronger player. So now he
Yeah.
played for the yeah. So he played for the Toronto Marlboros from '65 to '68, and he helped them win the Memorial Cup in '67. So now he was selected second overall by the Rangers in '66 in the amateur draft, and he made his debut in the '69 season. Now in February of '69, he became the first Ranger defenseman to record 4 assists in a game.
Mm.
Yeah, and that set a record at the time for the youngest defenseman to do that. So, and he's often regarded as the best defenseman to never win the Norris Trophy.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he was a runner-up 6 times, but he always lost out to either Bobby Orr or Dennis Potvin. You know, so now in December of '71, he became the first defenseman in Rangers history to score a hat trick, and he scored his second hat trick in February of '72, and that made him the first defenseman to score 2 hat tricks in the same season.
That guy was doing work.
Oh yeah. He was a great defenseman. He was, as a vital member of Team Canada, especially when Bobby Orr went down with injury. So he stepped right up,
Mm.
and filled the void, you know, and he was named the series best defenseman.
Mm.
Now in '75, he was part of one of the biggest trades in history at the time. He was traded to the Boston Bruins along with Jean Rattel and Joe Zanuzzi for Phil Esposito and Carol Vadnais.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was a blockbuster trade back then.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know,
mean the Esposito brothers,
yeah.
they put New York on the map in hockey.
Mm. So now he played for the Bruins from '75 to '83, and then he played for the Red Wings from '83 to '85. You
Mm.
know, so now after he retired from playing, he was briefly the Red Wings head coach uh,
Mm-hmm.
in the '86 season. So now at the time of his retirement in '85, he held the second highest assist total among all NHL defensemen, only second to Bobby Orr.
Jeez.
You know, and he was named an NHL All Star 7 times, and he was elected to the Hall of Fame in '88 in his first year of eligibility.
Wow.
So yeah, he was like I said, he was. I watched him play, and he was a great player. And in 2017, he was officially named one of the 100 greatest NHL players in history.
That's no easy feat.
No, not at all, not at all. So, but yeah, he had an amazing career. He really did.
Yeah, that's an amazing career for
Yeah,
real.
yeah. So now, in your opinion, is the NFL pricing out the fans?
Well, there's money's my thing, and so
Mm-hmm.
there's like this kind of cabal going on, right? So
Mm-hmm.
all it's kind of built from the digital, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you say, well, why are these, owners building these new stadiums? Well, you can digitize it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? Like a friend of mine works for Phillips Lighting, and he's like, every level is a different income level. So the advertising is different all the way up. And so now that we have a 24/7 sports cycle, global cycle, so all of that's being monetized. Sponsors are now and teams are now, like we both know, all these NFL owners just got a $300 million deposit and ain't one
Mm-hmm.
game got played yet.
Mm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a nice gig if you can get it.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so all of that and these luxury boxes and these luxury experiences, and you got Jerry Jones pushing the envelope where basically bought a town and created a cowboy town.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
created a whole new state. It's a show place. So in Frisco,
Yes,
right?
it is. Yes, I've been there. It's really, really nice.
Yeah. So then you add in again the demographic, the 40 to 70 people of means. I can come in, buy a lovely second home condo in Frisco. I love the Cowboys and have this whole experience,
Mm-hmm.
right? All the time. I could just, I'm retired, or I sold my business for $300 million. So now I can live in Frisco. And then what that does is bring other sports,
Mm.
right? So now you may have a football stadium, but you may also have an incredible what? Soccer team,
Mm.
right? And
Yep.
so it kind of is like one of those Bumstead sandwiches. You remember when we grew up and used to watch the cartoons of Bumstead and he used to make those sandwiches,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's basically what the owners are doing. So they're just digitally monetizing everything from the stadium experience, the athlete experience, the merchandise, the parking, the food, the other ancillary sports that bring people into the ecosystem, and then the global. So it's just
Mm.
multiplying the money because you're getting more eyeballs. And that's how they're getting the advertisers because now you're the US. And that's why you got like 4 or 5 teams going in London, Australia, to play NFL games. They don't care about the players.
Nope, they don't because the
No,
players aren't happy about that at all.
no. But that's where the players are going to have to get smarter and look to the rookie. It's not a rookie no more, and say, well, we need to get some of this revenue share because now you're pushing my image all over the world.
Mm.
It's it's
Yeah.
it's very much like the music business, right? You could be a hot art, you could come out a song in the United States, right? And all of a sudden your song is maybe top 25. But in Japan, you're number one. You're on fire,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you end up making a whole lot of money in Japan because they love you like you're Michael Jackson. But
Mm.
in the United States, you may be just lukewarm, but just cool. But that's what they're really doing. So these
Yeah.
athletes are
Yeah.
going to have to get smarter about how I get a piece of that action. Because you could have 100,000, 1 million fans over in the UK or wherever selling and buying your jersey, but because you didn't structure your contract right,
Mm-hmm.
you don't get to taste any of that.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
ridiculous.
what that all brings down to, yeah, a lot of loyal fans are being priced out because it's expensive. Parking is expensive. That's why you probably got more people in the parking lot than actually in the stadium.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
The tailgaters. Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're cooking food. They're having a good time. Da, 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 da. Because you start talking, look at those ticket prices. People are
Mm.
like, listen, I'm not doing that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. People looking at that wallet going, well, the mortgage or, this game. And they say,
Right.
well, I need to pay that mortgage.
Right. And that's not including the fact that you're bringing, your kids with you. And,
That's right. It begins to multiply very quickly. And then they want to eat and then they
mm-hmm.
want stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
So
be juggling that mortgage.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a big thing. It's a big problem, and it's gonna be interesting. But the owners don't care because it's just a money grab.
No, that's all it is. So I mean, like, so what do you think happened to the local football experience? And as far as you know, we know about the pricing, but like, how like say the fans in Denver, they're out in freezing weather
Hmm.
wearing just paint.
Hmm. I think those type of there's certain environments that like South and West that it's hard to say, but you're still gonna have fan loyalty. It's just
Mm,
gonna look different than when we grew up. That's
yeah.
really what it is, Joe. It's just gonna look different because it's
Yeah.
different. I was watching today some stuff that we grew up on, watching the Raiders and those guys in the
Yeah.
'70s.
Mm,
That energy, man, it was like, man, I haven't felt that kind of energy since I was a kid.
yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so it's a different game. You hear that from the legends like Ray Lewis and the rest of them. It's a different game.
Mm,
It's a different game, and they're marketing to a really different audience. Like
yes.
you
Yes.
know, we'd get to Sunday, right, and we would sit Channel 4, Channel 2, Channel 7, Monday Night Football, and watch the whole game.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
consumer does not do this. New consumer doesn't do that. They're not loyal like that.
No,
They
not at
go.
all.
They got this digital phone, and they go catch the highlights. I
Yeah.
do. I do it because I get bored. It's boring.
Mm, yeah. 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 I know what you mean because I go to Yankee games and I'm watching the game and everybody else is around me is staring at their phones. I'm like, well, what
Yep.
the hell did you come here for? You're just taking up space,
Yep.
you know? So,
Yep. Because it's boring.
mm, anyway, well, speaking of baseball, the Subway Series.
God, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I mean, Cam Schlittler, he pitched brilliantly in the opening game, which
Hmm.
the Yankees won 5-2.
Hmm.
I mean, he struck out 9, and he did his thing, and he actually had an offense behind him. Jazz Chisholm actually hit the ball this time.
Okay.
You know, so and uh, this kid, the first baseman, Ben Rice, he's just tearing the cover off the ball.
Mm.
I mean, he's got 15 home runs so far. You know,
Already?
yeah, yeah. You know, so now Saturday the Mets came back. And they roughed up Rodon. He's not doing good out of the gate. You
Okay.
know, so and the Yankees threatened to break the game open in the seventh inning. They had the bases loaded with no outs,
Yeah.
and they do what they always do, nothing. So they wound up losing that game 6-3.
Did nothing.
You know, so you know, and then the last game they were winning the game 6-3 in the ninth inning with two outs,
Oh Lord, have mercy.
and uh, Bedard he gives up a 3-run homer to Tyrone Taylor to tie the game, and
He
then
could have walked the guy. He could have
yeah.
walked him.
Well, then they had the bases loaded, and on a ground ball, two Yankee infielders collided, and that's how the winning run scored. A walk-off 10th inning win for the Mets.
Can't make this stuff up.
So it's just bad. But don't get me started. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Donnie Baseball because
Mm-hmm.
uh, this guy he seems to just fall into these managerial jobs.
Got a
You
good
know,
agent. Got a good
you know.
agent.
Well, he was the bench manager for the Phillies, and then the Phillies started off 9-19, so they fired the manager,
Yep.
and they made him the interim.
Mm-hmm.
And since he took over, the Phillies have taken off. I
Mm.
mean, they've won 15 out of 19 games so far.
Oh, they balling.
Yeah, they moved up. They jumped from last place to second place.
Mm.
They're 8 games behind the Braves now. And, it was just he just has a way with motivating the players.
Yeah, connection. Some
Yeah,
people
like
don't make that connection.
yeah. Plus, he's got all of this managerial experience. Being
Mm-hmm.
with the Marlins, and the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So and they've won 6 straight series.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It
you know,
was-
I I,
Mhm.
I just got to give him his props. You know,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
you know. So
Yeah. That's great stuff.
yeah. I always liked him. He was always a Yankee favorite anyway.
Mm.
It's just a shame that he had to leave a year too soon. Otherwise, he would have had a World Series ring too. You know. So, but now that the Major League CBA, now
Mm-hmm.
they just opened up the negotiations with that,
Mm-hmm.
and the deadline is December 1st for them to make a deal, which is everybody is saying it's not going to happen. So we're already talking about a lockout.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So and the Dodgers are at the center of all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because the owners are saying, they want a salary cap and
Yeah.
a floor
Yeah.
because they said the cap would be a tool for competitive balance and parity in the league. You know, and now the players are saying that it's artificial suppression of player earnings and franchise values. So
It's true.
that's
You
their
can't argue.
argument.
You can't argue with that. The owners are ever increasingly are not going to be able to make that argument because they're making so much money.
Yeah,
It's not an issue that they don't have the money.
yeah,
And every team, so it becomes an issue of how well they can manage their money, how well they can, create their systems, their culture to get into the winning box. It, it,
right.
it's it's a this digital thing. That's the two-edged sword, Joe. You
Yeah,
can't. How can you ask for a cap when I can look at the books and you're making based on these projections as an owner, you're going to be 2xing, 3xing, 5xing, 10xing your money. Why you want to put me, who's making the money, on a cap? That how are you going to
yeah.
sell that?
Well, their argument is that the high payroll disparity is and they're saying that the luxury tax is not working. It's not curbing these teams from spending. The big
No,
money teams anyway.
no. Well, what they could do is again, that's going to be a tough sell because we live in a digital situation.
Mm,
I I can see who I want to see
yeah,
because of the digital. I,
yeah.
li- I you know, I can count on one hand how many Padre games I've ever watched in my life. But in this digital, but in this digital world, and in California, boy, you know how we love the Yankees. There are parts of California in the West. Them people are die-hard Padre fans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, them folk will fight.
Yes. And they
See what I'm
have.
saying? And they have. Huh?
Yeah.
It's gonna, it's gonna be a slippery slope. I mean, it's just too much money.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cannot say, well, we can't. Oh, well, these other small. Well, they need to do a better job of marketing, and we can do a revenue share, and help you get your pockets right. But you can't sell it on there's no money.
Well, another
No,
argument the players are making is that the small market teams, the ones that have smarter front offices, are
that's
making
right.
it work.
Ain't making it work.
You know?
They're able to double down, triple down on their loyal fan base because they can touch them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week,
Yeah. So,
which you couldn't do before.
right.
I mean, I can literally have a Padres channel. All I want to watch. If I wanted to, that's all I want to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With my favorite team, I can just log in and buy a package, and that's all I see. You
Mm.
couldn't do that 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it.
Well,
So the money, that's where the money is. So the sponsor says, well, in the old system, I got to advertise twice, 3 times to the target demographic. With the digital, I get 10, 20 times a shot. So they're paying more money. That's where the
mm-hmm.
money's coming from. So if
Yeah.
I get 20 more chances to advertise to you, that I already know based on the numbers, I'm what I'm going to probably sell to Joe.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pay the owner whatever you want to pay because I know I'm gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of that, the streaming tax.
Oh Lord, yeah. And see, that's again another level to this because I can stream. I'm repeating myself. I can. It's gotten so crazy with the digital. Do not be surprised that you really see, and it's already exists. Where if I really want to watch highlights of my favorite player, Mahomes or whoever, I can literally do that, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. You
It's
can do
not
that.
hard to do.
You can do that with Red Zone.
You see what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
I just don't like the games today, and what happened to me today? It came up on my phone, YouTube, and they started playing old cowboy stuff, Raiders stuff when I was a kid, and got me all excited. And I said, "This is more exciting than what I'm watching on Sunday."
Mm.
I
Yeah.
could, I could just, they were going through all the teams, Miami and and Craig Morton and Roger Staubach and I was just like, this is awesome. So
Yeah.
see how specialized the digital can make it now?
Well, the major complaint though is that with the streaming, you can't switch from one game to another.
No, they put those firewalls in. You got to pay.
Exactly, exactly. And by the time they nickel and dime you to death with all of this streaming, and
Yeah,
by the time you pay all these
it's
fees,
crazy.
you're paying a cable bill anyway.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the bill is crazy.
Yeah.
The bill is crazy. And it's gonna, like anything else, it's gonna have its pendulum. And they're gonna have to figure it out. Else people are just gonna unplug.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't hit me with the tax or the ticket, so I can't go to the game. You can't, you know, all that stuff because ultimately your loyal fan base is how you keep eating. And if you
Mm.
squeeze them too hard, they're not gonna come back. Like I
Mm-hmm.
told somebody, I don't care what baseball got to do, but what they don't want to do is have no baseball.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they don't want to do.
Yeah.
Because if that happens, they may not recover. There's too much sports
Right.
on
Yeah.
TV that you could just you would just lose your space in the shuffle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because after the
You-
'94 season, it took them a while to recover from that.
And look at the speed, complexity, and amount of information and what's going on now.
Hmm.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
You shut that door and people don't get to they forget you.
Mm.
Baseball, what's that?
Yeah.
Huh?
So.
How you say baseball? Baseball? What?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's really out of hand. In some sections of the country with the
Well,
streaming. It's really crazy. You know.
yeah, I mean, people just got to be able to stop being greedy. That's what it
Yeah.
really is.
Well, that's
You know,
not gonna happen though.
unfortunately, it's not.
Money money talks, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah, unfortunately, these people are going to kill the golden goose. And what's going to be really a hard lesson is you may not get the goose back.
Yeah. Well, it took the steroid era to bring baseball back, so
Yeah, and
you know.
so that may be a one-off. I don't know if you can repeat that again.
Mm, mm,
Based on
well,
just the competition of sport. That
yeah.
is this sports cycle is no joke, Joe.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
no joke. Like I
Yeah.
said, I went to the 70s and 80s earlier today for an hour. I
Mm,
was loving it.
yeah.
Loving it.
Yeah. 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 So,
So,
well, anyway, but on a side note,
uh-huh.
the Cavs just dismantled the Pistons.
I don't know what happened.
I mean, they just took them apart.
Yeah, I was like, are they hurt? Are they
They
just tired? Or
Yeah, because they weren't in this game from the start. They lost by 31 points.
yeah, I mean, they how did I say? Did they just empty the tank the last game and just couldn't bounce back this game?
Yeah,
They just look.
yeah.
Ooh,
Well, Donovan Mitchell, he gave him 26.
uh,
Sam Merrill came off the bench and gave him 23.
uh,
Mobley had 21 with 10 rebounds, and Allen threw in 23.
yeah, well, they better because Harden ain't giving them nothing.
No, no, not at all. But
This may be his swan song. I was watching
mhm,
him playing. I was like, yeah, this may be it.
yeah,
This may
yeah.
be it right here. Because
So,
I don't see no bounce. I don't see anything.
mm,
I don't
yeah,
see anything.
you
And
know.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and once again, Kenny Atkinson continues to make the Nets look stupid. you know, so so we'll just have to see how this plays out with when now the Cavs take on the Knicks, who've been on a long hiatus. So we have to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like them long hiatuses. So people get comfortable. People want to eat ding dongs and
Mm,
Twinkies, and they don't want to go run, and they don't want to go train, and you get
yeah,
swept. You get swept now.
yeah. So we'll have to see. We'll just have to sit back and see. But right now, we got to stop right here.
Oh my goodness, Joe! I'm telling you the truth. I know you're playing around with the clock. So let me give you let me give a quick shout out to our family in the USA, coast to coast, north, south, east, and west. We appreciate you, and our folks to the north in Canada. We salute you. We salute you, loving the hockey, man. I love.
Yeah.
At some point, I got to get to a hockey game. At
Oh,
some
it's
point,
it's
I got to
it's
get.
an experience. It really is. It being there is so much better than being watching it on TV.
I can only imagine, and I want to sit next to the glass. That's where I
Mm.
want to sit. You know what I
That
mean?
could that could be dangerous though,
How so?
because those pucks when they flip over that glass and people aren't paying attention, they get bonked in the head.
Oh, it goes over the glass?
Oh yeah, the puck can go over the glass. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. I've seen it happen.
Really?
Yeah. I said, guy wasn't paying attention. The puck flipped over the glass, bonked him right on the top of the head.
No, maybe I need to rethink this.
See, that's why I prefer sitting up
uh,
because yeah, I the higher you sit, the better you can see the whole rink.
oh,
So you
okay.
can see the play develop.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's better to sit up. So
Oh, I
I
see.
mean,
I really just want to see them guys when they crash into the wall. I like when I like that.
yeah,
They
when their
fight.
face is all smushed up against the glass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I love. That's what I
yeah.
love.
So
Oh man. All right. Well,
yeah.
listen, okay. We got to figure out how we got to figure it out. Go
Mhm.
up, Barry. Go up. Sit up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. All right. Well, listen, as we always say, Joe,
stay in the game.
Stay in the game, Smarterfan family. We appreciate you. We thank you. We got some exciting things coming. The website's almost complete. Cross your fingers and toes, but it's 90% complete. And now, once we let that go, you'll be able to send in questions, and we're going to have all kind of gifts and all kinds of other stuff. And we just also, this is an announcement, we created a merchandising line called Sideline. So we've got some unique merch that's getting ready to be released probably in September, October. And the brand name is Sideline for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, family. We appreciate you, Joe. It's been fun. See you next Monday, buddy.
Yeah.
And Smarterfan family, see you as well. Be safe, be well, and good night.
Good night.
Smarterfan. Smarterfan. Yeah. Smarterfan.